Hi there, lovely stitchers. I thought I'd try a different kind of camera angle today because I noticed when I was watching myself back, I look like I'm gurning all the time. If you don't know what gurning is, it means pulling faces. Um, yeah, there's actual competitions here well, there used to be, I don't know whether there still is, in the UK, in parts of the UK, called gurning competitions. So anyway, that's what I looked like. So I thought, right, I will change the way I start filming. I know I've got the camera and the microphone and everything in the way. I also did notice that the microphone was too far away, so I was sort of going in and out. And I think it's because I've had a little move around, and I've not really filmed anything for a couple of weeks that I've not noticed. So anyway, so today's stitch is going to be a twisted chain stitch. Don't be worried about it. It is easy, but I'm sort of going to extend one of the stems of the chain stitch, and all will become apparent in the next stitch. So happy stitching, and we will start. If I can try and change cameras without too much hassle, I'll do it all in one. So we'll get on and I'll do camera face down. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Wonderful. Okay. So I am going to do, like I say, a twisted chain stitch, and I'm going to mark out where I want to go along roughly, give me the idea of roughly where I'm going to go along. Again, I'm going to use an AQUA trick marker. There is a link to this down in the description. That is from our Amazon kind of link. So I get a very, very few tiny amount of pennies for it. So if you go through that one, I'm grateful to that. So I will show you what I'll do with that. I'm just going to use some of the SCHEEPJES candy floss, which is in our shop. I'm going to say I met a lady at this knitting and stitching show, and she was from the country of this origin. That's what she said to me. She didn't tell me, but they are Dutch, from the Netherlands, and she told me how to pronounce it properly, and it was quite involved, shall we say. So I won't be doing that on camera. So that's what I'm using. So we'll want a decent length-ish, decent-ish length. Oh, get the needles out of the way. I'll load my needle up. I'm using a bullion needle, not a bullion needle, a straw needle. Straw needles or milliner's needles are great for bullion knots or French knots because they the eye is the same thickness as the shaft of the needle. So when you're wrapping round, it pulls through really easily. I do recommend, if you've not got any, have a little look in the shop. We've got some lovely tulip needles. This is a size 3, but we have got size 5s as well. That's all we've got at the minute. I'm not quite sure. Well, I know why, because we sort of went crazy selling them. So, right, let's have a little. I'm going to go this way again, I think. Oops. Now then, was I going to put a bit of lace behind? No, I'm not. Ignore me. I'm going to come up. I'm going to kind of come up that way. And there. And probably another one. Let me have a look and then I'll see if I want to come up with another one. I might actually. Not sure. I'll think about that middle one. Let's just do this one. And the reason I'm saying that is because all's going to be revealed. So I'm going to start at the top and work my way down to the bottom. So I'm going to do it in my way. It will be upside down. Some people stitch in a different way to me. This is just how I was taught by my grandma. So, you know, whichever way you do it, that's your way. So you need to come up through your fabric. I'm not starting on the line. Oh, I'm starting a little bit away from the line. Okay. And then I'm just going to put my working thread, which is this thread, just to one side. Because I'm going to do another stitch. Hold on, I want a longish. Let me just get my head around it. Yeah, I always struggle when I'm starting. So hang on. Yeah, I'm going to come in to that stitch there. Okay. And I'm going to go up onto that line. So I want to take quite a biggish. I'm going to do a bigger loop. So then, if I was doing a normal chain stitch, I'd probably come up. I'd go back down there. I want an extended stick on it. And I would go round that way, but because I'm doing a twisted, I want to twist my thread clockwise around my needle, so I'm making a little twist there, and I'm just going to pull it all the way through. Okay, so I've got kind of, if you can see, I've got a bit of a cross going over, but I've got this bit of a leg. Okay, so now I want to come up here. Do you know what? I forgot what I'm doing. Let me just have a look at the thing I've just practiced on. Gosh, where are you? Hang on, hang on. I came up there. Sorry. I've sort of got stage fright. So I came up there, up, down there and up there, and twisted across. Didn't I? That's right. Stage fright. Oh dear me. So right, shall we start again? So I'm going to come across here, and I'm going to take quite a big bite from my cloth. So I'm going to take a big stitch. Okay, hang on. Yeah, because I'm coming up there. So I'm going to try and do the line this way. I'm just going to try and follow the line because I just want to I want to swerve. So I'm going to come across my needle clockwise on this. And you see I've made like a little stick that comes out. We got there in the end. So I've got a little stick that's coming out and my twist. So again, I want to stay on this line. So I'm going to come out here because I want an extended piece, and I'm going to go up onto the blue line. Come up with my needle onto the blue line. Okay. Oops. And I want to go over the top of my needle. Right. And pull through. So I've got another twist. So I'm going to come out here and come up onto the blue line. I am taking a huge stitch. Mine's possibly around about 1 centimetre. What that is in inches, I've got no idea. Let's have a quick look. 1/2 inch. Okay, and again, I'm coming over the top of my needle around the back. Okay, so I'm not going to go such a big stitch this time. Over the top of my needle, around the back. Back into that one. Go up there, up there. Over the top of my needle, around the back. Okay, then to finish it, you can either go straight over the top of this here and straight down, but I'm going to just do a little stick away from it. As I say, all will become kind of explanatory once I've done the stitch tomorrow's stitch. Just going to fasten off there, because as I say, I don't mind what the back of my work looks like, but I don't like to have great big long threads that go across the back of my work, just because they get caught on things, they get unravelled, it's all starts getting messy. So I'm going to start up here, and I don't mind about encroaching into my panel that I did previously. As I did say when I was sort of up down here, I will probably come back and do some more stitches. So we're going to come up, okay, into, hang on, I seem to struggle, don't I, with the starting of this stitch. My brain gets like, what? So right, yeah, so I'm coming up, I'm going into the blue line, and I'm going to come up again. Is a little stitch. I'm going to wrap over the top of my needle, okay, and pull the way all the way through. I have no idea why my brain goes, oh no, can't do that, Rachel. So out to here and to the blue line. If I go under my needle, it's only going to make like a big loop, like a big C. So what I want to do is go over the top of my needle. So you're making a twist. Right? Yeah. I'm going to go, let's get back over there, out here, and to where the blue line is. It's probably easier, you know, if you don't make a line, but I have a particular thing in mind. So if you are following along, I will be adding something else to it, to this stitch. Out, back to the blue line or green line, whichever you're, over the top of your needle, pull through. Right, let's just get a bit more thread. Get out the way. I'm just going to do a little one there. Come up. Where's my? I'm going there, aren't I? Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go straight. I'm going to do a straight stitch. Yeah. And then I'm going to come up here over the top of the needle. And where I went opposite that side, I'm going to come the same side, go over the top. Just looking where I am. Yeah. And I will just do a straight stitch down. And as it happens, I'm running out of thread. So I'm not going to carry on. I'm just going to put a knot in, trim it off. Oh my gosh. I am having what you call a hot flash or a hot flush. My goodness me. I don't know if anybody else is in menopause, but golly gosh. When they come fast. And I've got a big thick jumper on. So I'm not going to do that one. I've just got a little bit of water in my water brush. I'm going to get rid of the marker. And wonderful thing. If you use a friction pen, you usually need to iron off the work and it flattens out your embroidery. So I tend to go with marker, either a mister or this, the aqua trick marker, and a mister or this little watercolor pen, watercolor brush. So that is your stitch for today. So can you see I've kind of done a chain stitch but with an extra tail, and if you look at that you may be able to work out what I'm going to do tomorrow. In fact, I'll just tell you now because you might not want to do what I'm doing. I'm going to make it into a flower with a different kind of stitch. So just so you can get the orientation of where your branches, if you like, or stems need to be. I think it's only fair that I give you a bit of a clue, isn't it? Just in case, you know, the guesswork and all that. So, I hope I sort of made it quite simple. I know my brain sort of had a bit of brain fog, but it is easy once you get going and once you get into a rhythm. I sort of did. I've got like a little practice thing that I do practice stitch. You know, and I haven't done a stitch for a long time. I do need to have a practice on it because it might be a year since I did this particular stitch, and this twisted chain always catches me unawares because I just think it's the how long I want my stems and where I'm putting the thread. So don't worry if you get it wrong. It doesn't matter. It's you know, it's not about practice. It is about practice, but it's not about how good you are or how experienced you are or whatever. I've got lots of experience and I still have to have a little practice and have a look at what I'm doing. Or, you know, maybe sometimes I go and have a look on the Royal School of Needlework's stitch library just to refresh myself, because I just can't retain it all, and it's a long time since some of it I've done. But as I say, my granny taught me all I know about embroidery, so it is sort of, it's not self-taught, but it is self-taught over the years. So happy stitching, and I hope that that wasn't too stressful for you, or you thought, my God, what's she doing? And I will see you again with the next stitch tomorrow. Bye bye.